Aries, welcome back to New Hope Tarot. We will be doing your reading for the month of March. I've already meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, I'll go ahead and shuffle live. We're going to get your energies here with the oracle cards. And just as a precursor, I do want to just remind everybody that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. So if it doesn't resonate, leave the information where it's at. It could be for somebody else as we tap into different energies here. And also, I would look into your not only sun, so sun, moon, rising signs as well. If you don't know what those are, just go visit a natal chart online, and it'll tell you. All you have to do is enter your date of birth. And you don't necessarily need the time of date that you were born. It could get a general idea, but for a more accurate and precise reading or a natal chart, then you're definitely going to need that information. Okay, and then when you look it up, you just look up the sun, moon, and rising says ascending, so look for ascending. It usually is abbreviated ASC. So you can look into that. Eventually, I will get a video out there. It shows you how to go and look that up online, but it's free, so you can plug that in and you'll be able to locate the information. You can also check out your Venus sign. Venus sign is also helpful, but for the majority, it's really the sun, moon, rising, and of course, if you're cross-watching, which just means that you are looking, let's say you're with a spouse or you're looking into your supervisor and how you feel like they're going to behave or what's coming up for them, you can cross-watch and look under their specific sign, okay? Your energies are kind of all over right now. I'm not getting... I feel like you're doing one thing and then you get unfocused or you get distracted and then you go and do something else. And then you start doing something and then you get distracted and then you go do something else. Because several cards have tried to come out. And it's like, no, that's not it. And then another card has come out. No, that's not it. And normally I would there it is. Power. Take your power back. You are incredibly powerful. And right now, for whatever reason, I'm feeling that whatever spark you had, that throttle that you had that kept you going, I don't know what happened, but something has made it stall. I don't know if something made you lose control, because right now I feel like you don't think you're in control of a situation. Let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Judgment card. Page of Swords, King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Okay. We have a lot of masculine energy here. I'm not saying that you're male. One thing has nothing to do with with the other. We both have male and female energies within ourselves. The yin, the yang, it's what completes us. It's what keeps us balanced. And I feel like right now you're not in balance. I feel like you need to get back into your masculine energy right now. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are missing the throat chakra and the solar plexus chakra. Out of 5 cards, we're missing 2. And you know what? I'm going to pull 2 more cards, really, because I want to see what other... No, you're That's crown chakra, so that's not it. I want to see if there is another. No, that's root. All right, one last card just to see. No, third eye. Okay. So the two chakras that are missing, the solar plexus and the throat chakra. The solar plexus chakra is in regards to being able to make quick decisions, like solid quick decisions, which I feel that that's something that you're lacking right now. Specifically because the card is missing, but that was the feeling that I was getting. Like you don't feel like you're in your power. And when you don't feel like you're in your power, you feel like you're indecisive. And that's how the cards were coming out. Like to get the power card, it was like it wanted to come out, but it's like, no, that's not it. You're not making quick decisions. You're being indecisive. I don't know if you are stressed or what's going on, or if you're eating a lot of processed foods, but try to work on not eating those types of foods until you kind of get back into your balance. And then the throat chakra has to do with healthy communication. And again, that is missing. I'm seeing swords here with, the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. And I feel like what's happening is you might be a little bit devious. And I don't feel like you're doing it on purpose. I feel like you're doing this as a self-protection method. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like you're not able to really speak your mind, either because you can't, or you don't feel like you can with the people that's around you, or maybe because you don't know what is really going on or how you feel about a situation. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get into your tarot cards here, my dear Aries. We have the Judgment cards, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, as I mentioned, I feel like we are lacking in the masculine energy, okay? And the reason why I say that is because we have three, and I believe I mentioned it. Masculine energy has nothing to do with male or female. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies. The masculine energy has to do with providing and doing and fixing. It's also quite dominant, and I feel, which is, power, right? Your dominance. And I'm not saying like dominating over somebody. That's not what I'm saying. It's like you're self-dominant, like your self-control. And I feel like that's what's missing right now. That's what's kind of off right at this moment. All right, let's take a look at your very first card here that is in the challenge for the month, which is Judgment. And I feel like this is about self-evaluation and being decisive. And I feel like right now you're being really hard on yourself. I'm not really sure why. Even in this Judgment card, they have a trumpet, and I feel like you can't speak. It's like, or you speak, but you feel unheard, like no one's really hearing you. But I feel like overall, this really, your biggest challenge is, number one, being decisive. Number two, take account of yourself. Find out what got you, excuse me, remember we're talking about speaking, and I got froggy here for a moment. Figure out what got you to this point. What made you lose your authority in speaking your mind and communicating clearly? Because I feel like that's what's really, really throwing you off. And your perspective is a little bit out of whack, because I'm getting with the sacral chakra not here, you're not seeing clearly, therefore you're not making quick decisions, or you're not making quick decisions because you're not seeing clearly. I hope that makes sense. With the Page of Swords, this is in your energies that you should embrace, and this really has to do with just being patient with yourself, being fair and compassionate with yourself. And I feel like this is communication with yourself as well. Taking the time to really sit down and figure out what got you to this place. What got you to this place where you're a little bit out of sorts, okay? because I'm definitely seeing that communications they're foggy. Your ideas are foggy. Your mind is foggy. And that, again, I don't know what's going on, but your mind is definitely foggy here. King of Swords is in the positions of energies you need to kind of work with. And these are negative energies you kind of need to work with. And I feel like this really has to do with you being overly cautious. Because, and I feel like maybe you're not even, I feel like you're saying like half truths. And I don't feel like you're doing this intentionally. I just feel like that's just what's happening. Because, and I feel like it's either you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or you just kind of have to go with what everybody else around you is saying because you're outvoted. I don't know. That's just what I'm picking up here. Plug it into your situation how it fits, but that's what I'm seeing overall. With the Nine of Pentacles in the what you need to make time for position, I feel like this is about finding your footing, regaining your footing, finding your peace, getting back to getting balanced. Because right now, I don't feel like, again, I don't feel like you're heard. What I'm seeing is that you are surrounded by people that don't make you feel secure. Therefore, you're not speaking your truth. And because you're around these people, you're not speaking your truth, and you're not speaking your truth. Therefore, you are being stripped of your power. I know I said that very fast, and that's because Spirit was speaking through me and or speaking to me, and I had to speak quickly because otherwise I missed it. And I'm like, what? What did you say, Spirit? So if I said that too quickly, I apologize. I don't know what I said because I have to listen to Spirit, and and I have to just kind of, it's interpreting it very, very quickly. So if you have to rewind, I'm so sorry. With the Knight of Wands and the opportunities to seize and take advantage of, I feel like this is about challenging yourself to make quicker decisions. And I feel like I have to explain this one a little bit, because I'm sure you're probably like, well, how the heck am I supposed to make quick decisions if I can't make quick decisions? So what I feel like this is making silly decisions, like decisions that really don't have a bad outcome, like a bad consequence, regardless of what you decide. So something as simple as you go to a restaurant and then you decide quickly what you want to eat instead of just overlooking the menu over and over and go, oh yeah, this looks good. Oh no, this looks good. Something as simple as that. Try to challenge yourself to practice on working on making quicker, oh my heavens, on making quicker decisions. A few cards just came out, so I have to get these real quick. I apologize. I'm not going to get the ones that are facing down, but I do have to grab the other ones. Okay. Is that okay? So I was just asking Spirit because 3 cards came out and I needed to know, and they're clarifier cards, so I needed to verify which area this needs to go to. Something as simple as, making quick decisions, silly decisions that really doesn't have a negative outcome, right? So going to a restaurant, making a decision like, okay, I'm going to have this, and sticking to it. And then practicing that, throughout the day. First thing in the morning, what am I going to have for breakfast? Quick. I'm going to have this for breakfast. Not, oh, should I have this? Should I have cereal? Should I have this? Should I have that? Quick. Make it quick, So challenge yourself to do little things like that throughout the day. What am I going to wear today? Quick decision, not pondering, right? So that you can start gaining your strength back. All right, let's go ahead and get the clarifiers here. I'm going to read out what we have. With the Judgment card, we have the 6 of Cups. And again, this is reconciling with yourself. We said that the Judgment card was really about self-evaluation and being decisive. And I feel like this is reconciling with yourself as far as being fair in your self-evaluation. Why did you get to where you are? Try to bring harmony back into your life by balancing out your chakras, number one, and then number two, the overall energy, trying to make a balanced decision and not overly think them. Really, this is about inner harmony. I want you to start focusing on your inner self and not worry about what other people say, because I feel like you're too busy trying to appease other people. And I'm not knocking on you. This is something that we all do. We don't really want to rock the boat, and specifically if we're in business or something like that, and you're the only team member that doesn't agree. But this is something that you can disagree or not agree with them wholeheartedly, and you can give explanations as to why. So you can give a balanced reason why. And this will come in time. This is probably not something that is going to come out very quickly, but this is something to work on, right? Challenge yourself to think about reasons why you don't agree with their idea. So for example, there's a team meeting that needs to occur and lunch is being provided. Everybody's asking what is the most appropriate food to bring in for the meeting. Everybody says, wings or something. You completely disagree with that because you're like, well, that's going to be messy. It's going to be sloppy, and we probably should have something a little bit lighter because of XYZ reasons, and maybe sandwiches, finger sandwiches would probably be more appropriate, or soup, or whatever your idea is. Give your idea and give a reason. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to be outvoted, but at least you have some backing so that you can start getting confident in your decisions, why you made that decision, and you can recognize that it's a good decision. Whether other people agree with it or not, that's neither here nor there. This isn't about them. This is about you regaining your own power, okay? So now we have the Page of Swords. We have the Five of Cups clarifying this Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords was about being patient with yourself. I don't know what happened, but I feel like something happened where you're constantly reflecting why you're not being viewed as something, or fill in the blank what that looks like for you. The good communicator. Why aren't you seen as the go-to person? Why aren't you seen as the person that can organize? Why aren't you being seen? I'm not really sure what's going on, but I feel like that's what it is. You're being held up in your mind because you were either looked over for a position, or you're not seen as what your title is or what you are capable of. I feel like you're constantly being overlooked. Use that to your advantage, my dear Aries. What I'm going to say to you is use that to your advantage. If you're being overlooked, find out ways where you can impress yourself, because it's not about impressing somebody else. This is about impressing yourself. Start pointing out to yourself the reasons why you should be looked at. Not why you're being overlooked, but the reasons why you should be looked at. So in other words, focus on the good, not necessarily the bad, okay? The Four of Swords is clarifying the King of Swords. And to me, this is because the King of Swords here in this particular situation was about being overly cautious. And I feel like you have to take some time out to really consider why you're doing this. Why are you hesitating? Why are you being overly cautious? Because that needs to stop. Now we have the Ace of Wands clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse was about finding your footing and your peace, right? The Ace of Wands here is look within yourself to find what your soul purpose is. What do you think you're... And it's funny because this Ace of Wands reminds me of this Power card. Try to find out what your soul purpose is. What are you really great at? What are you really great at? And again, focus on what's great about you, because you really do have a lot of amazing qualities, and focus on those. We have the Judgment card again, but this time it's in reverse, and this is clarifying the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is challenging yourself and making quicker decisions. This Judgment card in reverse is really about self-doubt. You're going to have to let go of self-doubt here. Don't be unwilling to learn something, or make sure that you are aware of your surroundings and of yourself and of your inner abilities, is what I'm seeing here with this Judgment card in reverse. Because I feel like you might be overlooking something about yourself, okay? Then we have the Page of Swords, which was the final card that they gave me. And I feel like this is you coming into your power. And this is Page of Swords twice. You getting grounded within yourself. You planning. You protecting your identity and getting stronger in your communication. Now, again, be patient with yourself, but I feel like everything is going to come in. I feel like you're going to start seeing information rather. You're going to start seeing information, and I feel like once you start really focusing and honing in on the information, you're going to start being able to give clear direction and communications about the information that you are looking into, and you're able to be more clear and decisive here with this Page of Swords here. That's what I'm getting. Overall, you're going to come into your power. This is a bit of a struggling month for you in finding your own footing, but you're going to find it as long as you go within yourself, be patient with yourself, and take some time. Take some time to really reflect within yourself what's happening. Why did you get here? Why are you people pleasing instead of self-pleasing? Overall, this is about you. The Ace of Wands, it's an Aries card. This is you. You can do this. You just need to get it done. Now, going back to the throat chakra and the solar plexus chakra, when you're doing meditations, if you meditate, focus on those. With the solar plexus chakra, that is an I can statement. So I can communicate clearly. I can see the reasons why I'm not communicating, and this is what I can do to correct it. That is the the verbiage you should use when you are doing the meditations for the solar plexus chakra. And this is something that, again, you can do while you're brushing your teeth, while you're having breakfast. You can just do this in your brain while you're having lunch. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. I can, whatever it is, I can. Now, when it comes to the throat chakra, it's I speak. And again, you can do it at any point in time. And you don't have to necessarily be sitting on the ground and going, Om. If you can, fantastic, and you can balance out all of your chakras. In the meantime, if you can't do that, it's just having those conversations within yourself. You can also listen to chakra music and pick the chakra that you need to work on. But for the throat chakras, I speak clearly. I speak concisely. I speak my truth. I speak fill in the blank. Okay. So things of that nature are going to help you to progress, my dear Aries. I really hope this resonated. I hope you have a really great month. Until we meet again. Bye.